This is Scott's view over the River Tweed. And this is just about 300 yards away from our bed and breakfast at Bemersyde. And we're looking out at the Eildon Hills. There's 3 of them apparently. They're volcanic in origin. And this is the view that we're having. This is just amazing. And I'm listening to Yellowhammer singing in the background there. And this is just outside Melrose in the Scottish borders. Beautiful part of the country. This is what we have here. Scott's View, River Tweed, height above sea level 181 metres, Border Regional Council, blah blah blah. So London's 320 miles that way to my left. Harwick is 13 miles, Newton, Stewart, Boswell's 1.5. The Eildon Hills are 3 miles away. The Tramontian Roman fort is 1.5 miles away, straight over there somewhere. Melrose is 3 miles that way too, so I can just about see Melrose. And Edinburgh is 34 miles out to the right. So there you go. And there has been something written here. Alright. Bird's eye view. As the wind sweeps upward against the steep sides of the Tweed's valley, it makes a great lift for birds of prey like buzzards. They ride the wind. Ravenswood is across the valley, Gleedswood to the right. Gleed is a Scottish word for red kite, common here until the end of the 18th century. Red kite has yet to return to its ancient homeland, but the sheet hillside has protected the woodland and made it difficult for people to fell trees, so the weeds have been growing here without disturbance since the Ice Age about 10,000 years ago. So I wonder they haven't introduced the red kite back again. Scott's View. Sir Walter Scott loved the borders, landscapes, history, the people with passion. He was the most important writer of his age. When he died, his funeral procession was over a mile long. It took his body from his home at Abbotsford to his tomb at Dryburgh Abbey, down the hill to your left. Tradition tells how his horses stopped here on the way, just as they had done when their master was alive, so he could enjoy his favourite view. So he would have travelled up and down this wee road. Breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself has said, "This is my own, my native land." Sir Walter Scott, The Lay of the Last Minstrel. There's the wee road that Sir Walter Scott would have driven up and down. It's not good. And this one says, the Eildon Hills Scott admired are what's left of a chain of volcanic activity that stretches across the borders 300 million years ago. before the age of dinosaurs or rock and roll. No, it doesn't say that. The hills you can see never reached the surface. Well, the lava never reached the surface as true volcanoes, yes. Instead, they were forced as great molten blobs into the rock deep underground, like jam being squirted into a donut. They cooled slowly, forming rock much harder than the older rock. Since then, the older rocks have been worn away by river and glaciers, leaving the harder rock to form the Eildon Hills. Many of the walls you see around the border fields are made of hard rock, called whinstone. There you are. The Eildon Hills.